Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I am back here at the off-grid property, and tonight and tomorrow morning I'm going to be hunting at the hunting site that I cleared earlier this year and got the deer stand up and everything looking good. So I don't want to make a ton of noise, and so there's a few little projects that I can piddle around doing today, but I think I'm going to go ahead and get started on the woodshed. This is a 3-foot by 8-foot woodshed that I'm building. It's going to go right behind me. You can see the wood over here, and then this right here is an extra piece of metal roofing that the company gave to me, which I thought was really cool. I guess they had an extra piece from cutting the 10-foot lengths for the off-grid workshop, and so they gave me this extra one, and I thought it'd make a great roof for a little shed to store all the wood that I've cut up. I don't know how many trees I've cut down this year. Most of the trees that I've cut down were this size or smaller. Most were probably closer to about an inch or two in diameter. But there were a few really big hardwood trees that fell down on their own, and I've been cutting them up. And then the pine tree that I got the cool drone shot of falling down on the road, and just some other pieces. So I have a ton of firewood, and my goal is to heat the off-grid cabin with a wood burner. So I'm gonna go ahead and start digging today. I'm gonna dig a level ground. That way I'm not making a ton of noise, but we'll still get some exercise and be productive today. And then I'll have everything ready for assembling everything together for when I actually build the woodshed. So it's gonna be a great day. Thanks for coming along for the journey. It matches the same roof that's on the picnic table area and that's on the workshop over there. And this has been my wood cutting block that I've been using for the last year. And here is some of the wood. I've brought a bunch of it home because we have a wood burner at our house, and my mom has one too. So I've been bringing a bunch of firewood home, but the goal for today is to clear all this area, dig it out, and be ready to go for when I put together everything. I really do not like this axe. I want to say I got it as a Christmas present years ago. It's way too long. It's a good brand. It's 3 feet long. One that's like 28 inches would be way better for my size. All right, so change of plans. After moving the leaves kind of out of the way and getting a better view of the ground, instead of digging the ground down, I'm just going to put it on concrete blocks, which I had to do anyways, and let the concrete blocks level it out. All right, the two piles that I had, one right between these two trees and one back there, have been loaded up. This is my second trip with the four-wheeler. I have it loaded to the max. This will probably all fall down. This wood is not the best. As you can see, it's kind of half dry rotted. The tree was down for years before I actually cut it up, but it'll still burn, so I'm gonna burn this first and let the rest of the wood, which is over there, get seasoned a little bit more. I finally got all the wood over here in one spot, and so this is the wood from last year, but it had been on the ground for a while. If you're ever wondering if it's good to burn or not, just feel its weight. And this is a good piece right here. Like, you see the outside, it looks all rotten and wet, but when you split it open, I mean, it is perfectly dry, and it felt heavier to the touch. So I know that even though this looks a little dry rotted and is on the outside, on the inside, it looks really good. and will burn really well. This is my wood from this year that I cut up. It's mostly oak. There's a few pieces of pine in here, but really not a whole lot. I kind of burned the pine quickly because it's a lighter wood, but this wood is going to be perfect for burning anytime, especially once I get it covered. And this over here is my newer wood from the big log that I've been working on for a long time. I think it's red oak, but it smells like cedar on the inside, so I don't know. It smells really good, I know that much, and it's a hardwood because it's super heavy. So what I'm going to do is, once I get the shelter built, I'm going to put the new wood at the very bottom. Then I'm going to put the seasoned wood in the middle, and then I'm going to put the oldest wood, which I guess technically is seasoned, but has a little bit of dry rot on the outside, on top, and I'm going to burn that first. And especially next winter, this has been covered for a year, seasoned for 2, this for a year and a half or so. It's going to burn super well. I got some lumber today at the lumber yard, and most of this is going to go over here towards the woodshed. And right now I am just working out some of the measurements for the foundation for it. It will be about 2 inches short on all sides. That'll give me plenty of room for the overhang. And actually put the stakes down for the 4 corners of the cabin to give me an idea of how close I want the woodshed to be. I don't want to make it too close and then have to adjust the entire cabin to fit, but this right here is 16 by 24. I'm sure it's really hard to see it on camera to get a good idea of the size, but this will give me about 16 by 24 and then a 6-foot deck on this side. So I just want to make sure that this is the corner of the cabin that I have 6 feet, which is about to right there for the deck. So this needs to go that way so it doesn't interfere, or it needs to go this way. I think it needs to go that way. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't really quite do the math on the blocks. So my roofing is 36 inches wide. That's that over there. And if I went 2 inches shorter, then that's 32 inches, which is just the blocks right next to each other. That works out really well. Okay, I've got the first set of stones in place. Everything is level that way. Use 2 in the front, 1 in the back. And it's pretty much level this way. So all I have left to do is work them all this way.